Hey guys, Bonzi-Chun here, and today we have a deck profile and some matches for you guys. I decided to do a deck that everyone was talking about when Sun and Moon came out. It's the Passimian deck, but I decided to take it into Expanded. Like I said before, where I play locally, it's the Expanded format. So I decided to try to take this deck and use some of the Expanded tools that we have to make this deck. So it's kind of your generic Passimian deck list. First of all, we got 4 copies of Passimian here. Now, the attack we're going to be focusing on is team play. We don't play any fight energy in the deck, so we're never going to be using Fling. We're just going to be focusing on team play. And to go with Passimian, we have 2 Orangaroos for the draw support. Great card here. And then we also have 3 copies of Mew from Fate's Collide. Now, this card is what makes the deck really work well because of its ability where you can use any attacks on your basic Pokemon in play, but you still need necessary energy. So all you need is a double colorless, and you can be using team play. And also makes team play do 30 extra damage because since you have 4% in the bench, you're going to be hitting for 120 instead of 90. So that's our Pokemon lineup, guys. It's pretty short and simple. It's 1, 2, 6, 9 basics. No shame in this deck, so it's very budget friendly also too, guys, by the way. So some other cards we run in this deck are, we run 1 Enhanced Hammer just to deal with other double colorless energies, double dragon energies, strong energies, splash energies, rainbow energy, team plasma energy. Really good card. If I could fit 2 in here, I would consider running 2. Next thing we play is Escape Rope. Pretty standard, comes in clutch when you need it, guys. If you're not playing Escape Rope in your deck, I suggest just playing one Escape Rope. It'll get you some wins that you otherwise would not have gotten. Play 4 copies of Nest Ball. We play these 4 copies of Nest Ball because we only play basics in the deck, and none of them require us to play them from our hand onto our bench. So playing 4 Nest Ball is a must in this deck, and it lets you grab your Passimians to stick them on your bench, lets you grab those Orangaroos, lets you grab the Mews. Play 4 Nest Balls, guys. It's an awesome card. Then we also play 4 puzzles at a time. The reason why we play 4 puzzles at a time is because our main engine of this deck is Passimian, Mew, and double colorless. So we need to make sure that we always have them. So if they end up in the discard pile by some way, either by knockouts, discarding, you can use 2 of them to add 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. So you can grab things like double colors, Passimian. It doesn't matter, just any 2 cards you discard pile, stick them back in your hand. Also, the first effect of playing one of the top 3 cards of your deck and place them back in any order can come in clutch with some cards that we play with later in the deck. Next card we got is Special Charge. We only play 4 double cards, so 1 Special Charge is a good card, is a must play in this deck, just to get your special energies back into your deck and keep swinging. Next thing we play is Starling Megaphone. We play this to deal with Spirit Links, A-Spec cards like Rock Guard, I think it's called. Also, Starling Megaphone's great just because you can discard tools to discard things like Fighting Fury Belts. I've actually used this card against other players where they've gotten most of their Pokemon really low. It managed to Starling Megaphone for 2 knockouts because the damage counters were above the Pokemon's printed HP. So even though the Fighting Fury Belt gave him 40, when I took the Fighting Fury Belt off with the Starling Megaphone, it brought him down by 40, knocking them out. So Starling Megaphone's good, comes in clutch when you guys need it to. It's a great card and Expanded. If you have it, play it. If not, maybe play something like, you could play some other trainer card, maybe just add in another supporter. We play 1 copy of Super Rod, just again, more recovery. We play a lot of recovery in this deck because we run such a low Pokemon count, so we play 1 Super Rod to shuffle back in our Passimians and our Mews. We play 1 Town Map. Now, if you were listening to LoneAzn, he called this a Donald deck, but this is nothing to do with Dark Interrogator. I love his deck list. It's a running joke amongst us that anybody who's playing Town Map is playing a Donald deck. This is not a Donald deck. This is inspired by a Donald deck, but the reason why you run Town Map in this deck especially is that if any of your Passimian are priced, you need those Passimian as soon as possible. So you run the Town Map, just look at your price cards to make that way you can grab any of your Passimians that are priced or any of your double colorless. Also, it's really great because then you can choose what price cards you're taking and accelerate your turn that way. So the Town Map's really good here, just as a one of. Then we play 4 Trainers Mail. We play, how many trainers? We play 47 trainers. So we're playing 4 Trainers Mail just to grab those trainers that we really need. So 4 Trainers Mail there. We play 2 Ultra Balls just to grab, just more search, guys. You could drop this Ultra Ball for nothing, really. Actually, could you even drop this Ultra Ball? Actually, you could probably drop this Ultra Ball for more draw supporters, guys, or if you have a computer, or for a computer search, if you guys have that, and maybe an Eco Arm. I would think that, yeah, if you got a computer search and an Eco Arm, I'd probably drop the Ultra Balls for computer search and Eco Arm. But the Ultra Balls came in clutch a few times during my testing, so I've stuck with it. Although I don't have a computer search on TCGO, but I think a computer search and an Eco Arm could definitely replace these 2 copies of Ultra Ball, though. Definitely a consideration for testing. Then 4 VS Seekers, very standard, guys. If you're playing a deck nowadays, you're playing 4 VS Seekers just because it's just too darn good. And then we're playing 3 copies of Skyfield. We're gonna have a big bench. Our goal is to have 4 Passimian and our 2 Orangaroos on our bench, plus any Mews. So Skyfield's a must play in this deck. Just gives you a nice big bench, lets you not worry about bench space as much. But if your Skyfield ever gets this card, you're going to have to drop your bench down to 5, so just make sure you keep those 4 Passimian on your bench, guys, because it's your damage output. You got to have those 4 Passimian on the bench. Now we play 1 Colorist. Since we do have a deck with a big bench, we do play 1 Colorist. Now, other popular decks also run big benches, so Colorist is a really good card. Shuffle your hand to your deck, and you draw the number of cards equal to the number of all bench Pokemon on the field, yours and your opponent's. It's a really great card in my opinion. It's an expanded. It's awesome. I only play 1 though, just because it's kind of a situational draw supporter, guys. Because you're not always gonna have your bench filled up. Your opponent's not always gonna have their bench filled up. So I rather play things like Lily and N over Colorist, but I play as a 1 of, just for those 1 times where sometimes I will get 11 cards off of 1 Colorist, which is really nice. Plus you don't have to discard anything. They all go back into your deck. Since we play a lot of recovery, we don't always want to discard recovery or any cards in our hand, so Chorus is a nice card to have in this deck. Play 3 Lilies. I would like 4 just for consistency for that first turn 8. But we do oftentimes find ourselves with a low amount of cards in our hand, so Lily's great just because we can up our hand to 6. Play 1 copy of Lysander. Pretty standard, guys. Everyone plays at least 1 copy of Lysander in their deck, sometimes 2. But lets you switch your opponent's bench Pokemon as their active Pokemon. Think things like getting a Hoopa or a Shaman stuck in the active, or getting some other Pokemon with a high retreat cost stuck in the active, or taking cheesy knockouts on your opponent. Play 2 copies of N. Really good card. Both players shuffle their hands into their deck, and then draw cards equal to the number of the remaining prize cards. Really good card. Play 2 copies here. I don't find myself needing more than 2. Usually you're going to be ahead in the price trade because with the high amount of decks that run EXs and GXs, and we don't run any. So we're going to always we're going to try to be ahead in that price trade. So we don't run too many copies of N. Usually N is something I play within the first couple of turns just to fill my hand back up. And then we play 1 copy of Pokemon Ranger. This is just, since we do play a lot of item cards, this is mostly for the Toad matchup or Jolteon. I wouldn't... Depending upon what you go up against, you could switch in the Ranger for a Hexmaniac. If I have not played against Vileplume with this deck yet, but I imagine Vileplume would screw this deck over real hard. So now I think about it, I'm probably gonna try after I'm done recording this. I'm probably gonna try to stick a Hexmaniac in here somewhere just for Vileplume. Play 1 copy of Professor Kukui. I think Professor Kukui is a heavily underrated card. It's a Beta Giovanni scheme. You draw 2 cards and you do an extra 20 damage. In this deck, that's actually a lot because if you have 4 Passimian on your bench, you're hitting for 120. A Fighting Fury Belt on top of the Mew, you're doing 130 with a 4 Passimian on the bench if you're hitting with the Mew, right? Plus a Fighting Fury Belt, that's another 10, so 140. Professor Kukui's 160. It's really nice numbers, guys, if you use Professor Kukui wisely. And drawing the 2 cards is nice. Next up, we'll play 2 copies of Professor Sycamore. Just if we are stuck and we just need a ditch in our hand and just keep drawing just to get out of tough spots. I know most people say you need to run 4, but this is expanded. We can afford to run lower copies of this to run things like Chorus, Mork, and the other starting Megaphone. I would love to play 4 copies of Sycamore in this deck. I just couldn't find the room. Next up, we play 4 copies of Bursting Balloon. I love this card. It's an absolutely awesome card. You put on your Mew, put on your Passimian, put on your Orangaroo. Make your opponent takes an extra 60 damage that they don't have to take, but if they want to hit you, they're going to take that 60 damage. Plus on TCGO, people tend to hit it for no real rhyme or reason. So playing 4 Bursting Balloons is really nice. Next up we have, what's that, 3 copies? 3 copies of Fighting Fury Belt for our Muse. Gives our Muse an extra 40 HP and they do 10 more damage. Muse is a pretty squishy Pokemon by nature. Only has 50 HP, so this puts up to 90. It makes you do 10 extra damage on your team play. So I run 3 copies of Fighting Fury Belt just to give our Mew a little bit more bulkiness. Helps it not get one-shot by single energy attacks. Next up, we'll play 2 copies of Floatstone just in case our Rangaroos or Passimians get stuck in the active. Playing 2 copies of Floatstone here is really nice just to get that free retreat and get things out of the active that you don't want there. So 2 copies of Floatstone. And finally, 4 copies of Double Colorless. We don't play any Fire Energy, we're just playing Double Colorless. Team plays 2 awesome attack. Fling is not that great. So we're going to play 4 copies of Double Colorless just to power up our Muse and get going. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the matches. I'm trying something different today. Instead of recording a bunch of games and showing you guys how I think the deck runs, I'm just going to show you guys I'm just going to play, guys, until I get 3 matches in that I think are quality. You may hear me I might make a couple cuts just in case, mostly just in case we spend a lot of time in queue, or if we just get someone who just completely and totally takes forever to playing. I don't want to sit here talking for 10 minutes and you guys sitting here listening to BS for 10 minutes. Do we want to go first? I did not look at what kind of deck he was playing. Darn it. Passimian. We want to go second, so let him go first. Drinking some water. So looks like we're starting with Passimian in our hand. I don't really like starting with Passimian. I usually like to start with Mew. I would rather this be a Mew than a Passimian right now. But we do have 2 Trainer's Mails, we do have an N, so we have some outs here. So it looks like he's playing a Water Colors deck. Probably some kind of Lapras Water Box, I'm guessing. Maybe Greninja? Maybe Greninja? It has to be, it's definitely Greninja or Lapras Water Box. Based off what he's doing right now, I'm gonna guess it looks like it's definitely Lapras Water Box. If this is a Talonflame, it's Greninja. So it is Water Box. So with that Manaphy start, that tells me he's playing Water Box. Hopefully we can set up faster than him. But it's Lapras Water Box. He's probably going to set up quickly. He whiffs the Trainer's Mail. Let's see, he goes for the second Trainer's Mail. Don't know why he went for the second Trainer's Mail. Why he put the Water Energy down first without playing the second Trainer's Mail first. He could have grabbed the Nest Ball and got the free retreat. Oh wait, no, he could not have got the free retreat. Oops, I'm thinking of the wrong card. But he grabs a VS Seeker. That's what he does now. If he passes, that's nice. We'll probably end him after we play our Trainer's Mail. Okay, so he's going to discard 2 cards first. Throws away a Water Energy and a Sycamore. Applies another Sycamore in his hand. If he throw away that Sycamore. Probably can grab a Shaman here if he's playing Shaman. Nope, just grabs the Lapras. So he's probably gonna drop the Lapras via Seeker, the Sycamore, then Sycamore. Oh, why don't you guys want to bet? Come on, guy. Come on. Come on, Alice Santana. Oh, he had the Max Elixir. Oh, I hope he misses this. You better miss this. Ah, he didn't miss it. That sucks. So he's gonna pull that Sycamore back out, discard it, draw 7 new cards, and keep going all over again, guys. But overall, this deck, guys, is performing pretty well for me. It's very consistent. I have had a couple times where I've gotten stuck really bad, but I managed to pull myself out of it. Usually that's when Colors comes to effect. We're probably gonna wait till he plays the stadium to play our own stadium, just because we don't want to lose the stadium war. Losing the stadium war against Lapras Water Box is really key, is to not lose the Lapras Water Box stadium war against that deck. Why did he not retreat the Manaphy out? I do not understand. So we're going to town map here, check out our prizes. And, ooh, 3 VS Seekers are prized. Ooh, that sucks. Okay, so we're going to Trainer's Mail first. We're going to grab that Nest Ball. And then we're going to Trainer's Mail again. See what else we can grab here. Do we want to end or do we want to Lily? So we can play that Nest Ball or play the... I think we want a Lily. Yeah, we're gonna Lily. So let's Nest Ball here. Grab another Passimian. And then Lily for 4. I don't want to play the Fighting Fury Belt on the Passimian just yet. So we're going to Ultra Ball here. We're going to discard one of the ends because I want to keep that chorus for later. I guess the Starling Megaphone. We're going to grab ourselves a Mew. I feel comfortable playing this Mew here without a double colorless just because he only has 1 energy on the board right now on that Lapras. Lapras needs at least 3 energy to start attacking. Also, he hasn't shown what else he's playing yet, so he's probably not playing. He might be playing a Tauros variant of some kind. But we're just going to retreat into the Mew for now and let him go. Like I was saying earlier though, guys, this deck has been performing pretty well for me. Not as good as the Incineroar deck. The Incineroar deck I actually have about 80% win rate with right now. It's a deck that I'm continuing to play with. Okay, so he just switches back into his Lapras. He's going to move. Oh, that sucks. He moves energy to the Lapras and he's going to get the knockout on this, definitely. He's getting the knockout on this. This really sucks. And he's going to NS, which is okay. Let's see what we get here. So we got an N. We got a Fighting Fury Belt again and a Mew set up. We got a Passimian. So we're going to throw our Passimian out with the Fighting Fury Belt on it. With the Floatstone on it. So this is a game where probably it looks like we're going to lose because we're going to have a hard time knocking out this Lapras. Especially having those 3 VS Seekers prized. So let's drop the Passimian with the Floatstone on it in there so we can retreat back into something else. Drop this other Passimian, drop this Mew. Trainer's Mail. Is E-Hammer going to do anything? No. Puzzle of Time. Do we need that Puzzle of Time? Not really, so we're just going to let this go. Drop this Fighting Fury Belt on this Mew here. Lily for 4. And we still have not gotten that. So we're going to use one of these Puzzle of Time here, see if we can get double cards top of our deck. And we do, so we're going to grab that and then Nest Ball. We have no draw support for our next turn. We can give him, we're gonna give him one of these Passimians here, and we're gonna drop this Burst of Blue on here. And we're just gonna pass. So if he wants to hit this, he's gonna take that 60 damage, so hopefully that baits out his Rough Seas so we can get rid of it later. I wanted to put I had a copy of Delinquent in here originally, but I took it out for a second copy of Sycamore just because one was not enough. Playing our Kuno here. So what we really need to do is find a way to get out of this position. He has the end. Darn it. So he's going to end us and... Oh wait, no, he's going to Kukui. I don't know why he's Kukuing. He has the damage knockout. I guess... Oh, he wants the max elixir for the Palkia. Misses the elixir. Brings out the Palkia. Interesting. So we're going to drop this double Carlos here. And then I kind of want to Lysander out the Ringuru or the Articuno here. I think I'm going to Lysander this art. Actually, I'm going to Lysander out this Manaphy here because it can't really do anything to us. It's going to be stuck in the active, so he's got the waste energy attachment on it. We're kind of a bad spot though, guys, because we don't have a draw supporter. We don't have enough Passimian on the bench. This deck does not have an explosive start though, guys. You're going to feel pretty bad at the start. So if you're going against a deck that's really fast, if you go against something like Mega Gardevoir, which has really fast setups, you're probably going to lose. Also, Mega Gardevoir hits Passimian for weakness. This deck struggles against Night March though, I'll tell you that much. This deck also struggles against Trevlock. This deck does struggle against Toad. But then again, those 3 decks are probably some of the top, are the top 3 decks in my opinion, and expanded currently. So he ends us down to 6, gives us 3 extra cards. And we get a Skyfield, which is nice, but not really helpful right now. We have this Chorus, which is really good, actually. And we have a VS Seeker. So next turn, we're definitely going to Chorus. He Ultra Balled for nothing? Really? So he uses a Ranguru. We haven't drawn our Ranguru yet. Although Ranguru in our deck's more of a late game card. He's definitely going to take this knockout here. So we have our one VS Seeker that we have that's not prized with us right now. And we are gonna just chorus right now. We're gonna draw 7 cards, which is nice. We got Passimian, we got double colorless. Do we discard a Puzzle of Time right now to grab the other Passimian? I think we... Oh wait, no, we just play these 2 right now. We're gonna grab this Passimian in here, and then we're gonna grab the Lysander. Just for later. We're gonna treat. And that. We could discard... How many puzzle times have we discarded? We discarded 3, so that's a lot of our recovery gone now. One of our muses is prized. I kind of want an Ultra Ball for the second Mew right now. It's just we have a back, so we can maybe take out this Lapras next turn. Because right now we're going to be hitting for 30, 60, 90, 120, 130. 2 130s would knock this thing out. We can wait till next turn to do that, though. So we're just going to team play without attaching energy for this turn. Alright. So he might retreat into something else now. Might retreat to Palkia, but we have the Lysander right now. As of right now, we have this Lysander ready. If we knock out if we knock out one of his EXs, though, we're taking a VS Seeker. Hopefully, he doesn't grab. Actually, even if he grabs, yeah, if he grabs a Rough Seas, that sucks. Actually, no, Rough Seas doesn't matter. We'll still knock it out. Fighting Fury Belt, that puts it up to 230. We'll still hit for another 140, so that's fine. He's gonna get another Lapras ready, though. That's definitely a smart move. Although I don't know why he doesn't lock up this Palkia. Because it would make sense for him to bring out that Palkia next. Okay, so the Fighting Fury Belt doesn't matter. Even if he top decks the Rough Seas, still doesn't matter. Right? Yeah, Rough Seas doesn't make a difference either. He's gonna throw this 2 water energy back in his deck. I'm guessing he's got most of his water energy out. I mean, that's 3, 6, 7. That's 6 right there. Plus 2, that's 8. So he might be getting close to his the amount of water energy he runs in the deck. The rest of them might be priced. He might have figured that out already. Hopefully he does grab an N, which really does suck. Because we had our game plan with this hand. So let's see what we get here. We're getting 6 new cards. Okay, we got nothing. Oh, that Kukui's going to be coming clutch. And that Rough Sea sucks. But we have the Skyfield to get rid of his. He collects here. So we're going to drop our own Skyfield right now. Nest Ball is not going to do anything for us. Lysander's back into our deck. We could VS Seeker. Actually, no, VS Seeker is not going to do anything. Let's play Kukui here. And Nest Ball for our next Mew. Which is in our discard pile, which I completely forgot. So we're just going to grab this Oranguru. And then we are going to team play here. Yes, we're not going to touch energy. I need to click that box next time it pops up. And we got for 160. We could VS Seeker again for that Kukui. Sorry guys, shifting places. And he had the next Rough Seas, which really sucks. Hopefully we can draw one of our other Skyfields next. And he switches into the Palkia, which really sucks. So we're probably going to have to drop an energy on one of our Passimians soon. Because this Mew's going to go down next turn. Probably. Probably not actually. Ooh, so we got the Skyfield, which is really helpful. Do we Passimian... Do we grab the... We don't grab the Kukui, no. Or do we grab the Kukui? I think we don't grab the Kukui here. I think we just team play here. We're putting in a lot of damage onto his Pokemon. We're kind of spreading it out. Puts down the second Manaphy for some reason. Doesn't have anything left in his hand apparently. That in his deck. So these are the Pokemon we have to knock out. I honestly thought we would be in a lot more trouble. Why is he touching one energy on the Manaphy for? Oh, from all of his bench Pokemon. Okay. Okay, so we need to get a Mew again. We have a way of getting... Yes, we do. We have a Super Rod in the deck still, I think. Do we? Do we play Super Rod this game? We did not play Super Rod this game. Okay. So. Do we have Chloris? We do have Chloris available to us. So we don't want this come back up again. We don't want this come back up again. We want a VS Seeker for Chloris. There was some argument there to grab the N. 1690. Yeah, that would not have been enough. And we did not get the Super Rod. And we're running out of cards now. We're gonna grab a Bursting Balloon. 30, 60, 90, 100, 110. That's not enough. We could... I think we're gonna retreat this Passimian into this one. We're gonna drop this on here, drop this on here. How many DCEs do we have in the discard pile right now? One, but we still have one in our hand. So we'll just team play here for 100. He's got to do one of two things. He's either got to retreat into something. He's got to retreat into something else or give us the knockout. He gets the Seas down again. We have our last one in our hand though, so we can get rid of it. But I think the damage might have already been done. We had the Lysander in our hand though, so maybe we can we get a knockout or anything? No, we can't. We can actually maybe take a knockout on that Goru if we get a Super Rod soon. Just having those VS Seekers prize really sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Although on the bright side, if he does take out if he does hit this, it's gonna put 60 damage onto this Lapras, which is gonna give it 80 damage, which means it's gonna bring its HP down to 150. Yeah, we still can't knock it out. We gotta take a lot of prizes really quick, which I don't think we can really do. We got the puzzle of time. We gotta drop this. We gotta drop this double Carlos. We gotta drop this Fighting Fury Belt. We gotta drop this thing down. The Skyfield down. Run a special charge here, just to get these energies back into our deck, because we're gonna need them. Because otherwise we're not gonna have any. We only have one other one left in the deck. And then, do we need the N because we need this. We still need that Lysander for later. We need to try to take a cheesy knockout somewhere. We got another double Carlos. We did not get the Super Rod. We're still looking for that Super Rod, guys. And team play. Only for 80 though. But we have the next double Carlos so we can take the knockout here soon, which means we can take the Mew. Oh shit. Okay. So he's getting a knockout here. This is definitely a difficult matchup, but it's not a matchup I had encountered in testing. I don't see a way of us winning this game. But we can definitely take some cheeky prizes though. Put up a good fight, at least. Treat into this one. Put the Fury Belt on here. And then we're just gonna team play. We lost this game though, Dice, definitely. I mean, ways I could have played this better, I don't really see way. I mean, this deck is just really beefy, has a lot of healing. It's kind of hard for us to come back from this. But we'll get some good game. We're gonna get one win with this deck, guys. We're gonna get one win with this deck. Definitely gonna get one win with this deck. So we lost that one. And we're gonna go again, guys. Just queue right back in. Okay, so another Lapras Water Box probably. Is Lapras Water Box just all the rage and expanded? I thought that'd be more of a standard deck. But I guess it could work in expanded too. Question is he playing one of the Taro? Wait, we never saw his colorless. Oh yeah, it was a Ranguru. But we don't have any basics in our hand, which really sucks. So we're giving it a mulligan. He's going first, which really is not great. Town map's going back into the deck. I hope we get that town map again. Wow, 2 mulligans. 2 mulligans. 3 mulligans? What the heck? 3 mulligans? Really? Okay. We might just concede this game. Just because giving it 3 cards at the start of the game is not no bueno. Depends what he's playing. If he's playing Greninja... Actually, no matter what he's playing, this is gonna suck. Takes 3 cards. And he's playing some form of Greninja, but with a Lugia. That kind of sucks though, because the Lugia does have resistance, I believe. Yeah, the Lugia does have resistance, so maybe we can get the... Ooh. Okay, so we're in a nest ball here. So our Passimian is not prized. What's prized here? 1 VS Seekers, 1 Sky Field, 1 N. Rushing Balloons in our hand. 1 of our Fighting Fury Belts, 1 of our DCEs. So DCE, Fighting Fury Belt, N, Sky Field, Burst Seeker, and something else. I can't figure it out though. So we're gonna grab this Mew though. Not a big deal. Drop the Fighting Fury Belt. Drop the Float Stone. Drop this double colorless, and we're gonna stick more. Try to get some more Passimian. That's not Passimian, but we can Trainer's Mail here for a nest ball hopefully. No dice. We'll leave that puzzle time in our deck. We could discard the Mew and the Lily. No, we need to keep the Lily for next turn. I want to get some damage out, so let's discard the Mew in the puzzle time. Let's grab another Passimian here. He didn't hit any energy on his first. He only hit 1 energy on his first turn. That's 20 times the number of damage of both Pokemon, so it's to be doing 80 damage. Unless he gets a double Carlos, which is fine. And we'll just... Do we encounter? Do we encounter? No, we don't encounter. We team play. I think the way we win this game though is not dealing with this Lugia EX directly. Oh, Pokemon Center Lady, really? That's no bueno. Arrow Balls us for 80. We got the Passimian, Lily, Ranguru. I'm gonna drop the Skyfield now. And we're just gonna team play here. Yes, we're gonna do this without attaching energy. Hopefully we can draw our second puzzle, one of our puzzles time soon too. That way we can just throw these Mews back in our hand. Because 2 of them are in our discard. If we get a second puzzle time though, we can grab the Mew in the nest ball, get the 4th Passimian out, and have a Mew ready to go. But overall, we're not in a terrible spot. We're just not in an ideal spot. But I wanted to do this raw, guys. I wanted to show you guys how the deck runs without me, you know, kind of censoring it. Not really censoring it, I guess. Not the right word. But not me playing the deck and showing you guys the highlights. I think we just need a VS Seeker for a Sycamore here and just accept the fact that we're going to lose these recovery cards. I don't think the Starling Megaphone is going to be a big deal. The Bursting Bloom we can live without, but losing that second puzzle time does kind of suck. So we got the Passimian here. We got a Trainer's Mail, which we can grab this Lysander for next turn. And we're going to Super Rod our 2 Muse back in. And he just concedes. Like, I don't understand why, but he just concedes. Okay. So that would normally be a game I wouldn't show you guys. I'm going to show you guys a game where someone just concedes on us, just because that's not really cool. But I don't know why he conceded there. We couldn't get the Mew out for the 120. Maybe he was completely relying on that Lugia to carry him through. I'm not sure. But we're going against probably what looks to be probably Trev. Actually, I don't even know if it's Trev. Grass, Psychic, and Lightning. It's kind of a weird combination. Might be like a Sceptile deck, maybe? Ooh, starting a Ranguru, that does suck. Maybe he's going to NS. Okay, so he has one basic. Oh, it's Night March. What's the grass then? What is the grass if he's playing Night March? Level balls. Got a lamp hit from his disc hand. He's playing a Sycamore. He probably has multiple lamp in his hand. So he's probably just gonna Sycamore them away. I thought about doing a deck profile of Night March, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what Night March is. Leave a comment in the description if you want to see me play a Night March deck, guys. I'll definitely consider that. Okay, so he had 2 lamp hits in his hand. That's why he grabbed the second one. Just to get it out of his deck. That way he didn't draw it from the Shaman. Problem is that I would either have to make a traditional Night March deck, which is kind of a problem because I don't have the Shamans on TCGO. But something I'm going to try to get done this weekend. I'm going to go pick up some more code cards from my local card shop. And try to get a couple Shamans into my collection. Or I can do maybe like a more budget-friendly version without Shamans, guys. And we'll max out the drop supporters with Lily and Sycamores and stuff like that. I don't know. Something I'm just thinking about. Okay, so this hand is horrible. We're going to grab Passimian is prized. VS Seeker is prized. The Skyfield is prized. The Sycamore is prized. And looks like something else is prized, but I can't figure it out. So we're just going to do that. We're going to put this on the Ranguru because he just needs the double colors to hit us. But if he does that, he's going to knock his own Joltik, so that's why I'm going to throw that there. Ran Lily. Okay, so this is really horrible hand. So what's our prizes? Passimian, Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, Skyfield. Just okay, not horrible prizes. So next turn we'll be up to 7 cards, which means we put 2 cards on Lily. Which means we can puzzle time Lily, so that means we can draw nothing still. That sucks. Okay, so we're gonna hope he ends us here. That's what we're gonna hope for. We're gonna hope for that he ends us here. Hopefully his hand's dead and he just has to play the end. Plays the unknown for the more draw. Oh, it's Night March with Vespiquen. Okay, that makes more sense. It's Night March Vespiquen. So he got the double cards. Is he gonna attack those? The question. Does he see the Bursting Balloon? Remember what I said earlier, guys. Some people just don't see the Bursting Balloon and they just hit into it. If he hits into us, he's given a surprise, which means we might be able to get a cheeky knockout later. We might have to Sycamore away all of this recovery in our hand, which really would hurt. Because I don't think he's going to end us anytime soon. Shit. Combi. So, is he not playing Pumpkaboo then? Does he have enough room to play Pumpkaboo with Vespiquen? How many cards left in his deck? Okay, so you might be still playing that. Okay. So we're just gonna Skyfield here, and we really have. This is gonna hurt, but we need to win fast. So I guess we're alright. Got the double Carlos. Got Passimians. Did not get a Mew or a Floatstone, but I guess it's okay. You can probably play Chorus for a good amount of cards next turn, depending upon what he does here. He drops his own dimension. Okay, so we need to knock out the Vespiquen and the Joltix. Okay, so we need to get an escape rope or something up here. We're just gonna Chorus right now for now. See if we can get anything good. I don't want to use double Chorus on a Passimian if I don't have to. Oh, we got the escape rope though. We got this escape rope though. Yeah, escape rope. What's he gonna give up? Probably the Joltik without the energy. We're gonna drop this Mew. Drop the double Chorus on it. We're trying to dig for a Fighting Fury belt right here, which is not there. It's in our discard pile. Nothing. So we're not gonna grab the VS Seeker. Nest Ball's not gonna do us anything, so let's just grab this Floatstone in case we need it. U has free retreat, so we don't need to put the Floatstone on the Mew. We're gonna put the Bursting Belinda on, stop the Night Marchers from hitting us. And just hit that. We're gonna grab this last Passimian here, so we can start maxing out our damage output out. And while he takes his turn, I am gonna run to the bathroom really quick, guys. This is what happens when Matt does these raw uncut videos. And what did he do? He teammates, so he probably grabbed more Night Marchers or Vespiquen. Okay, so he's got the double Chorus on there. He's got a Night March, but he's gonna knock out his own Joltik, which is fine by me. We're gonna throw out this Passimian out because we have a Floatstone in our hand, and we're gonna have a VS Seeker. So he's probably going to throw out that Joltik with Muscle Band on it. Oh, he does not throw out the one with the Muscle Band. Or drop this. Drop this. Drop a Floatstone on you. Drop bench you. We're going to run Gover for one real quick. Maybe we can get what we want out of here. Did not get that. Nest Ball, grab another Mew. And then we will... What's gonna give us the most cards here? Chorus. So I'm gonna grab this Chorus. See guys, Chorus sometimes gives you a lot of cards and gives us 6-9 cards. Just like that. And we didn't get a double Chorus, which really sucks. How many double Chorus are in our discard? 1. We drew over half our deck and did not grab a double Chorus. That is really, really crappy. So we're just going to start Megaphone and get rid of that Muscle Band that he's got sitting there. Trainer's Mail. I'm just going to grab this N here. So yeah, in situations like this, guys, it's where I wish I had a double Carlos energy. We're going to give up... We could give up one of the Mews. Actually, we're going to give up the Ranguru up. We're gonna give that up. We can Trainer's Mail for the... We have 2 shots at Trainer's Mail to grab the other Floatstone, plus N or Lily. Probably N though. Battle Compressor. What's he tossing out? All his Night Marchers. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's had all his double Chorus in play. Okay, so he's 1 left in his deck. 1 left still. Which the Vespiquen would be hitting for a lot of damage. It's gonna hit for 2, 6... 70 damage. Night Marches are poor Mew. Okay, so does he have any VS Seekers in this discard pile? Does not have any discard. Okay, we got the E-Hammer. We're gonna E-Hammer his Joltik. Just in case we can't hit what we want. There's nothing there we want. Try again. Nope. N for 4 or chorus again. I think we're gonna chorus again. Come on, double chorus. Yes, double chorus. We got the double chorus. That's awesome. So we're in double chorus on the Mew. We retreat the Passimian into the Mew. Did we discard a special charge? We did not, but we still have 2 left. It's 2 double chorus left in the deck. Do we want anything else? No, we don't. We are just gonna team play here. I mean, we could have attached energy to Passimian and been fine. I guess we can just grab the Skyfield. He's probably not gonna play. He's definitely playing Dimension Valley. He's just not gonna use it now because he's put 1 Pumpkaboo in there, I guess. Roller skates, fails the roller skates. He's Sycamoring his hand away. What did he discard? He is looking for a special charge, I bet. That Muscle Man's not going to be enough. That Lysander, though, is going to do some work. But he can't use it. So we could probably get another. We can get a knockout or 2 before then. This guy's a very blingy deck. I mean, that's a secret rare, secret rare energy and a secret rare trainer's mail. We're gonna put this Passimian with the Floatstone out. We're gonna try to draw double colors. So we're gonna treat this Passimian for this Passimian. Then we're gonna drop this energy on here. We can end him down to 3 cards. I think that's a move. Yes, we're gonna end down to 3. And we got a special charge. That's nice. Special charge. Put these 2 DCs back in the deck. And then just team play. Knocks out that Joltik. Doesn't really matter what we grab. Now this Vespiquen is going to start hurting. So we need 20. Yeah, it's enough. Way more than enough for a knockout now. But all we got to do is try to grab a double color scan. That would give us... If he hits this one without VS Secring out that Lysander that he discarded, that he used earlier. What is he trying to discard? He tries to thin out his deck, trying to get those Lysanders. Looks like he is. We might be able to get... If we can get a VS Seeker, we can strangle that Shaman. We can strand that Shaman into the active. Do some work in here. I'm not sure if he's playing an optimized deck list or not, though. Okay, so he's going to take the damage. Onto the Bursting Balloon. Now we're just going to put this Passimian out. And we are just going to drop this in ring. No, we're going to Ultra Ball. We're not even going to grab a Pokemon at this point. And then... treat this one to this one. Drop Bursting Balloon here. Instruct. Hopefully hit a double colorless. Hit 2 of them. I just want to hit 2 of them. And we're in team play. Take out that Vespiquen. Grab his Ultra Ball. We have the other... We're in a good spot now. He's going to give that Combi and hope to top deck a lot here. I'm pretty sure that's all 4 of his double colorless now. That is all 4 of his double colorless. So he has to have special charge now and draw, which he probably doesn't have with only 4 cards in his hand. Did he play a special charge? He did. He has a special charge in his discard pile. He's shamaned. He now has 2 cards left in his deck. He needs the Vespiquen to not die this turn. Because we're going to take out that... Yep, he got the Vespiquen, okay. So we can 2-shot this Vespiquen. He doesn't... I don't think he has special charge. I really don't. I think he's already used it. He probably doesn't play another puzzle time. He hits with the well played, so he's probably lost. So we're just gonna attack him, hit him back with the well played. You know what? Well, tell me it's a good deck too. You have a good deck, sir. You have a good deck. And that's it. That'll be GG. So we're just gonna, you know what? We'll Kukui for the BM, and then team play. And we win. Alright guys, I think that's a good enough showcase of how the deck runs, guys. Decks that we struggled against were that Vespiquen water box deck. Not that Vespiquen water box, I mean Lapras water box deck. Changes I would make to this deck is if I had the cards, I would drop these Ultra Balls for Computer Search. Hang on, let's pull up the deck, guys. My boys. If I had the chance, I would drop this for I would drop these 2 for Computer Search and probably a Hex Maniac. Also, another card in this deck that probably wouldn't hurt it would be a Pokemon Center Lady or some other healing card. We play a lot of recovery, so it's kind of hard to justify more. The deck list is really tight, guys. There's not a whole lot of room for teching. In fact, I don't really have a tech. The only cards in here that are really tech cards is Starling Megaphone and the Enhanced Hammer. And the Enhanced Hammer is really useful, as you guys saw against that Night March matchup. We discard that DCE off his Joltik so he can hit us. The Starling Megaphone is really good against other decks like that are Mega-based decks. You discard the Spirit Links where they Mega Evolve, making them end their turn. Maybe a Brock's Grit might be good in this deck too, actually. No, Brock's Grit would not be good because we don't have any basic energy, and we rarely would have that many Pokemon in the discard pile. Maybe another Super Rod might be good in this deck, guys. I don't know. Give it a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And until then, peace. See you guys next time. Como OGX. It's a Dragon type, Stage 2 evolution, 240 HP, and has a Fairy weakness and a retreat cost of 2. Its first attack for colors